Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to my Flutter tutorials. In this video I'm going to talk about images, that how you can click an image, pick an image and crop an image, and as well as compress an image. So this is one of the use case which you will see in every other application, and although few things are very much familiar to us, but still there are few things which needs to be covered. So I'm just gonna demonstrate in this particular video that how you can pick an image from gallery, how you can click it, how you can crop it, and what's the best way to compress it and send it to your server, because you don't want it to be heavy. So that's what we are going to see, and we are also going to cover 3 plugins for it, because there are 3 different plugins, because there's not a single plugin which can actually give you the optimized result. So that's how we will start, and if you are already aware, then you can just skip this video. If you are not, then this video is for you. As you can see, I have a main.dart where we have nothing, just a home page, and inside the home page I have a stateful widget, and then in the body I have a text image if my file image is null. If it is not null, then I will use image.file and show that particular image with a height and width of 200. And then we have 2 floating action buttons, one for picking image from camera and another from picking image from gallery. And I have given the hero tag to unique key, just because if you have to do some kind of navigation, then this can give you an error. So because there are multiple floating action button with the same hero tag, so that's what we don't want. Okay, so this is what we have. Now the first library which we are going to use is image picker. This is by Google, which will help you in using the image from both Android and iOS with the camera as well as with the gallery. So I'm just going to add this dependency in the pubspec.yml. So here I will have this dependency, and I'll just press Command S to save it. Okay, and it should work. So this is added. Now in the home page, what I'll do, first of all I'll import this. Okay, so this is image picker.dart. Now you can see I have another method which is get image file, which is an asynchronous method. Now I have to provide the source, whether it is from camera or from the gallery. So I can just say image source, and I can just name it source. Now here inside this method I will get an image, because it's an asynchronous method, so I can use await, and I can use this image picker library dot pick image. You can also pick video, so that's a nice thing. So if you want to pick an image, so you have to give the source, so you can just directly pass the source. Once you will have the image, then we will use the set state to set our image to this particular image. This is fine. Now we will go to our camera. Here on the press of this particular button, what we want to call this get image file, and for the source we just want to say image source dot camera. We can just copy this and we can paste it in gallery as well, and we can just say image source dot gallery, and we will just do a hot restart, and then I'm just going to show you if it is working. So I'll click this camera. You can see this is what we are getting. Now I'm gonna click this picture, and I have this picture now, and you can see it is saying retry or OK. I'll just press OK, and you can see the image here. Now because I have already the image, I also want to print its size. So image, if we can get the size, image dot length sync, right? This is nice. So if I'll just go back here, and if I can just print it for the time being, so let's print here as well, if length sync. So we can see what's the image size. So you can see 2827003. if you cannot see, this is where it is, 2827003. and if I'll just check here in my gallery that what is the image size, then we can get the idea exactly. So I don't know if it is saving in the folder or not. So this is the image size for the time being. Let's just let's just say that this is the image size, which is 2820 or whatever it was. Let's see what it was. So I'm just going to copy it and I can just paste it here. So 28270003. Now let's try to do one from the gallery as well, if we can do that. So gallery and allow, and now I can click. So you can see this image is 3.6 MB. So I'm just gonna pick it, and as you can see this image is 3.6 MB, which is 36 lakhs 2792. So yeah, so this is 3.6 MB, which is kind of very big enough. Okay, so if you're using iOS device, then you need to add few permissions here for photo library, for camera, and if you are using a video, then microphone permission as well. We will add that in the future. Right now for Android we don't have to do anything. Now let's go to the image cropper part, where we have to first of all install it. So we are going to just add this dependency. So in the pubspec.yml I will add it, and this is how it should work. Okay, this is getting done. So this is the exit code 0. This is finished. Now we have the image cropper as well. Now I have to first of all just stop this application, because when you add a dependency you just need to restart it again. What we will do, we will go back to our Android manifest file so that we can add this dependency. And sorry for the background noise, again it is same every day. Okay, so here it is saying that we need to add this particular activity, which is an Android activity, which will help us in cropping this image. You cannot just customize it a lot, but definitely you can use it. So this is what we can do. Okay, so here after this particular activity I'm going to add it. So let's add it here, and let me just do a little indentation. Yeah, this looks fine. So this is what we have. Now we have this particular thing, this image cropper is with us. So we don't want to restart our app again and again. So I'm adding the third dependency as well, which is Flutter image compress, and I'm just going to add it. This is 0.6.0 version. I'm gonna add it here. Let's just fix it, and it should get the dependency for me. Okay, this is fine, and we know our image was 3.6 MB if I'm not wrong. Now what I will do, I'll first of all run this application on my device, which is this Galaxy Note 9, and let's wait for a couple of minutes, because we need to do that when we're running our app for the first time, thanks to Gradle. So this is what we can do. And again guys, if you are using iOS, then for the second image cropper you don't have to do anything. For the first of all you have to add these 3 permissions, which I will just show you if you want me to show this particular thing. And for image compress, I don't think there is again a dependency. No, there is no dependency at all. If you have some kind of error, then there is some guide that how you can fix it. Basically you need to use the Kotlin version, which is 1.2.71 or higher than that, and that's all I guess you have to do. So unfortunately our application is stopped because it's saying that we have some AndroidX incompatibility issue. So this is the issue which also I wanted to talk about, because you'll see this issue a lot of time, that you know there is some issue with the AndroidX, and how you can fix it. So that's the question. So there's a very good guide which you can follow. So you just have to go to your browser and you have to write Flutter AndroidX, and the first link which you will get, you have to click it, and there is a full guide that how you can actually fix it. Okay, so what you have to do, first of all, just make sure that your Gradle.properties include these 2 modifiers. One is enable Jetifier and second one is use AndroidX. So this is what we are going to add first of all. So I'll go to my Gradle.properties and I will add these. Now go to your build.gradle and just check if you want to upgrade it from 3.2.1 to something else. Okay, so it's 3.3.0, so just add it rather than this, and I guess this is fine, this is fine, so this is again fine. Now if you want to change the distribution URL, you can change it, but I don't think that that should already be there. But let's say for the time being, let's change it 4.10.2. so here you will find the distribution URL in the, yes, Gradle properties, yes, so it's already that, so you don't have to worry about anything else. And now let's run this application and let's see if that works. So why I'm showing you all of this, because this is the situation which you will be gonna stuck at, and I don't want to skip any step just to save some time, because this, when you will implement this, then it will take a lot more time than this. So it's better to invest 1 or 2 minutes extra rather than investing a day into something. So that's, so we get unexpected element activity found. Okay, so we missed something in the activity part. Let's see what we missed, and that's a problem of okay, oh, so we added the activity inside this activity, that's the problem. Now it should work, I guess, and let's see. So if you are using VS Code, and if you want to write some Android code inside it, then there can be some consequences of it. Again we got the same error. This time it looks good to me, at least to me. Okay, I don't think there is an issue as of now. What I'll do, I'll just do a Flutter clean first of all, and then I'll try to rebuild it, because I guess it should be fixed. So guys, it's gonna take some more time. Okay, so let's go to Flutter image cropper, and let's see if there is any instruction about AndroidX. I don't see any instruction here, so I'm not sure whether he was aware of it or not, but and now our app is running. So this is fixed. Now we will oh, so the length sync was called on null. That's the problem. So if it is not null, then let's do it. Okay, this is fine now. Let's pick the image from the gallery again, if it is working. So this is 3.6 MB image, we can see here if you want to see. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this code to crop the image. So I'll just gonna copy and paste it here. So here, after we get this image, so before we get this image, what I'll do, I'll make a cropped file. Okay, and I'm going to import this image cropper. So image import image cropper dot, and I'm gonna pass this image dot path, and this is the ratio which we want, and we will allot this to our crop file. This is fine. Oh, this is not fine. Yeah, this is fine. This should be fine. Nothing working for me. Okay, we haven't used it actually, so that's the problem. And now what in fact we can do is we can say image is equal to crop file rather than making crop file equal to that. This is fine now. Now again I'm gonna click on the gallery, I'm gonna click this image, and now you can see this screen where I can crop it. Okay, so again you can see I can crop it, although this image is actually so this is something like this. I can crop it like this part, and now let's click OK here. And now if I'll go to my debug console, I can see this size is 1,45,332, which is kind of how much, 145 KB or something. Yes, 145 KB or something. Now so we have compressed this image, or we have cropped this image. Now if you want, you can compress this image as well. So after you are done with this, then we can use another library, the third one, which is for compressing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this result here, and I'm going to paste it here, and then I can say import image compress, and I can give a path here. So I'll give the same path here, which is image.path. Okay, and for the target path also I will give the image.path. Quality can be 88, and I'll remove the rotate. And what I'm doing here is image, we can use the cropped file here rather than the image, because we have already cropped the image. Now for the cropped file, I'm gonna use the result here, and this is what you have to do, guys. And that's it. I mean, now what I'll do, I'll just clean this first, and now let's pick the image from gallery. This is still 3.6 MB, as you can see. And now I will select a portion of it like this, click OK. And first it was like, let's see how much it was. Yes, so initially it was something around 1,45,000 something, or 145 KB. Now you can see it's 128 KB. So it is compressed. If you want to reduce the quality, let's reduce it from 88 to 50, or you can also give the width or minimum width and height, so that, and maybe you can also give the format. So now if I'll do the same thing again, I'll click this image, I'll crop it a little bit, this one, click it, and now if we will see the size 49,091, so 49 KB or something, or 4 KB or something. I'm not sure how much size it is. So this is how you can use this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this in iOS as well. So for that we will do one thing. We'll go back to our iOS folder. We will open it in Xcode so that we can add the that particular properties in the info plist easily. So here in the runner you will see this info.plist. From here you can add some keys, obviously. So first key will be so you'll go to the privacy section. First one is this photo library uses description. So here you can write something, let's say allow photo access, let's say I'm writing that. We can add another one which is for camera, so privacy and camera uses description, allow camera access. Okay, so these are two permission which I am getting. If you want to use video, then you can use the microphone permission as well. Now I'm going to run this particular application, one second, in iOS device. So right now I'm gonna use an iOS simulator. The camera will not work, but other thing will work. So let me just remove this for a little bit, and then I can use the iOS simulator. Okay, so we can get rid of this, we can paste it here. So this video is a little bit lengthy now because of what I wanted to show you, all these three things, and then I wanted to show you these problems which you will get. Also I wanted to show you the iOS stuff as well. So be with me, it will take few seconds again because it will do the pod install and all that, and then it will be working for sure. But let's see if that works. So guys, it will take few seconds. So now our app is running and it looks good. Now let's click on the camera and see, this is saying allow camera access, okay, and camera not available. So this is the error because of the simulator. So when you will run on the real device, this should work. Now let's click gallery, and oh, it is saying that platform exception, multiple request. Okay, so you have to handle the first request properly, otherwise this will give you this error. Now let's click OK. Let's click on the camera again, or gallery again, and let's click an image from here, let's say this one, and you can see we have this cropping part here where we can crop this image. Now let's click done, and you can see this is the image size which we are getting, 69514. and when you will not compress it, let's say if I'm not compressing it, then let's see what will be the size here. So let's do a hot restart. Now let's click on the gallery, let's click this an image, let's try to compress it a little, crop it a little bit, done. And size, you can see clearly what's the difference. So there's a very big difference. So that's it about this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, then press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also press the bell icon to get future updates. The source code is available on GitHub, so check it out. And also make sure that you use the AndroidX permissions and all these permissions pretty well. And you don't have to use all these 3 plugins. You can use any of them or all of them. It's totally your call, what's your use case, where you want to use it. But this compress thing is very good. And I'm not sure about the video part for compressing, but JPG and PNG image works, which I have checked. So that's it about this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Bye bye, take care.